Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video of this about this 2020 Ford Edge ST Line trim, which I just bought a few days ago. So in this video I will go through the details of the contract, so you can see how much I pay for this vehicle, and also the details of the financing of the vehicle, of the loan on this car. And also I would like to share with you the purchase process of this vehicle, because it is purchased from the online car dealership, which is the VROOM in this case. So I will go over the process, also share with you some tips and tricks, and also some of my thoughts about buying a car 100% online. All right, let's get into the vehicle and then start the content. All right, so for this particular Edge, it's a 2020 ST Line 4-wheel drive, and you probably already see from the previous video the total MSRP of the vehicle is $42,825. Okay, so the base price of the vehicle is $38,100, and then with fuel options and the destination fee, that's the total MSRP came out. Now let's go over the purchase. So for this one, the sale price from VROOM is $33,499. So basically it's about $9,300 discount, let's say, from the MSRP. So it's roughly 22%. I know before the pandemic, you usually can, get such a discount when you buy a new Ford Edge, but since the pandemic, because of the chip shortage and supply chain issue, that's no longer the case anymore. And actually, when I do my own research, I found that this car is actually the cheapest one around the nation, with similar, mileage and similar options. So again, I wouldn't say this is a great price, but I would think it's a reasonable price. Okay, now let's go over the fee and tax and other etc. So you can see there's fuel tax, the dealer inventory tax, and the big item is the state sales tax, which is about $2,000. Then there's a documentation fee, title fee, license registration fee, inspection fee. So also I bought a protection package where I can repair the dent and scratch on the paint for free. That's the only protection package I purchased. So the total came out to be $36,165.44. And because for VROOM you have to put a non-refundable deposit of $249 for any purchase, so that will become the down payment, or part of the down payment, if you wish to put more money as the down payment. But in this case, I put zero down payment, so the $249 deposit will be the only down payment for this vehicle. And this is the total balance that I will finance for this vehicle, $35,916.44. Now let's go over the finance. Okay, so for this one, I got a 72 months car loan from Chase, and the APR was 2.99%. Which I consider is pretty good given the current inflation and also the current market. So the monthly payment of the loan is $546.22, which is the same as I got using my own calculator, so nothing tricky or nothing trap in this part of the purchase. So yeah, that's it. For this vehicle, I only put $249 as down payment, and then for monthly payment, it will be $546.22. And that's all about the numbers for the purchase and the finance of the vehicle. Now, let's go over the purchase process of the vehicle. Alright, now let's talk about the online purchase process. So this is the first time I bought a vehicle online, and the whole process is actually super fast, super quick, and super easy. I think, first of all, I might be very lucky because I heard so many bad stories about online purchase go wrong. And you probably will also see the story from the fast lane car when they also got something wrong with the online purchase experience. But for this particular one, I consider myself very lucky because everything was super easy and nothing goes wrong. And also, the vehicle is actually located in Houston, Texas. So it's actually in the headquarters of the VROOM in Houston, so there's no delivery fee for the vehicle, and also the pickup process was actually very direct. Okay, so let's go over the purchase. So I think I start the purchase process by online website. So I go to the website and then pick the vehicle and then start filling out some personal information. And then it will require you to fill out the credit application, and I did. But the rate came back from that application was pretty bad. The average, there's several options. The online process came back, but the rates are all between 5 and 7% each. So I really don't think that will be the rate I get because I have a perfect credit score and have a good credit history. So I don't think I should get such a bad rate. And then I didn't proceed with the online process because you must pick one of those rates and then you can proceed. But here's the trick: if you don't like the rate, you can actually start the process online and then switch to phone and talk to an agent. So I call VROOM and I complain about the rate being too high, and then they say okay, they will find someone to work with me directly. And probably half hour later, there's an agent from local the headquarters called me and said, okay, what's your expectation? I said I think I should have something better than the rate over there. And he worked on the rate for again probably half hour, and then he called back and say okay, I found a rate which is 2.99 for 72 months for you, and I think that's a reasonable result. So then I accept the rate, and then he continued the rest of the process and asked me about my credit card information for that $249 deposit, because you have to pay the deposit and then they will hold the car for you so that nobody else can purchase the vehicle, and then the transaction can go from there. So once the agent did that, I received the contract through email probably in 1 hour. So I go over everything in the contract, and the number all seems consistent and correct. So I sign the contract. It's through DocuSign, and then send it back. And after that, probably another half hour, the agent called me back and say, okay, your transaction is complete. Now you can come in and pick up the vehicle anytime you want. So basically the whole process probably just take half day if you count the time waiting in between those phone calls. But if you just count the effective communication time and the time spent on those online application process, online signing process, I think it's probably less than 40 minutes. So with 40 minutes effective time and only a few hours of the total time, I got the deal done. And then I took a Uber to the headquarters and then just pick up the car and drive it back. So I think they now have 7 days kind of the test drive period, and if you don't like, you can always bring the car back. In this case, because the car is actually located in local headquarters, when I can just bring back and pay them a $599 docking fee, and then they will, I guess, cancel everything out and cancel the deal and reverse back the loan. But one thing you cannot get it back is the $249 deposit, because it's non-refundable. But so far, I enjoy the car, and I don't think I found anything wrong or anything kind of any issues or problem with the vehicle. And I think I will probably keep this. I think I will keep this vehicle and take it as my daily driver. So that's all about the online process. So as you can see, it can be extremely easy and straightforward. No back and forth. Well, maybe a little bit in the financing part, but overall, there's no back and forth, no much negotiation, and no push or selling all kinds of stuff. So it could be very easy, but again, everyone has my experience could experience different situation, and I know in some cases the process can be frustrating. So it really depends on, first of all, if you are lucky or not, and second, if the car is right in your local hub. Well, in this case, probably have to be in Texas to be close to the local hub. But if you did, I think the process will be very simple and very straightforward. You can avoid the shipping fee, and of course some potential problem with the shipping, and just get the car directly by going to the headquarters and pick up the car. So I think for this one, I was satisfied with the process and experience, and I think it's good for those people who don't like sitting in the dealership for the whole day and then deal with different sales manager, and trying to understand their tricks and traps, because they always will add via fee and things like that. But for online process, everything is quite transparent, and there's not much hidden fee or things like that. So overall, I think it was a good experience. So I probably will say, for next car, if I still looking for a used car, I probably will consider this kind of online dealership for buying the vehicle again. But definitely will be more careful if the car is out of the state and you have to deal with shipping and things like that. But if the car is located right here in Texas and you can easily pick it up, I think I will definitely go this route again. Alright, so this is my summary of the online purchase process. I hope this is useful for you, and if you have any questions or comments, leave it down below. And thank you for your time and watching. See you in next video.